Hello guys, what is up? It's King Christo here, and today I bring you the most overkill PC build, version 2. This build would cost more than 7,000 US dollars, or nearly 6,000 British pounds, and would be able to do just about anything you can think of. Now before I get into the video, I would like to remind everyone to go join my Discord server, which will be linked below, as well as the parts list for this build. Also, if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to the channel as it helps me a lot. Now without further ado, let's get into the build. For the processor in this build, I chose Intel's new Core i9-7900X. This is a 10-core 20-thread CPU, which retails for a massive 1,000 US dollars. This processor is the best performance currently out for both gaming and multi-threaded applications, especially because AMD's Threadripper has not yet been released. Even though it supports so many cores, it can still be overclocked to 4.6 GHz easily, although it tends to get very hot. This is why I included a delidding tool by Der Bauer, as well as Thermal Grizzly Conductonaut liquid metal thermal paste. I also included Arctic Silver 5 for between the CPU die and CPU cooler. Finally, the CPU does include full quad-channel memory and 44 PCIe lanes, so we will not see any limitations from our motherboard. As mentioned earlier, the CPU overclocks very well, but still gets very hot even after a CPU delid. To account for this, I chose the Corsair H115i to cool the CPU. This is an all-in-one liquid cooler, supporting a 280mm radiator, and at the time of recording, costs 125 US dollars. MSI's top dog motherboard costs $400, which is what I chose for this build. The MSI Gaming M7 ACK supports our i9-7900X and is packed with features. It comes with 4 steel-reinforced PCIe X16 slots, as well as 2 PCIe X1 slots. This board features dual M.2 mounting, which is covered by an amazing-looking M.2 heat shield, as well as having RGB LEDs so the motherboard can complement any color scheme. For memory, I went with two 64GB kits of Corsair LED, totaling 128GB. This RAM runs at a speed of 3200 MHz and has a cast latency of 16. Both kits would cost a total of $1,300, and I don't believe you would ever run out of memory at this point. Besides performance, the aesthetics of these are amazing. I chose white and blue, as these are my favorite LED colors, but you can also pick these up in red and RGB variants. For storage, I went with two Samsung 960 Pros. These drives are arguably the fastest consumer drives you can pick up right now, being M.2 NVMe drives. I chose one 512GB for the main boot drive, costing $300, and another 2TB 960 Pro, costing almost $1,200 for mass storage. To drive games at either 4K 60fps or 1440p 144fps, you need some serious graphics cards. I went for two EVGA 1080 Ti for the Win 3 cards. At first I was hooked on either MSI or EVGA hybrid cards for this build, but after seeing the amazing temps in other videos on the For the Win 3, hardly getting to 60 degrees Celsius under load, I couldn't keep them out of this build. Each card costs $780 and features software controllable RGB lighting. These are also some of the only 2-slot air-cooled 1080 Ti's on the market currently, even though they have such good cooling. Along with these graphics cards, a high bandwidth SLI bridge would be necessary, costing another $40. When it comes to looking for a case, you gotta think of aesthetics, cooling support, and support for all your other components. After searching for ages, I finally settled on the Phanteks P400S Tempered Glass Edition. The case costs $100, comes with a tempered glass side panel, and more RGB to light up your entire build. It also is one of the easiest cases to build in, and has much better airflow than some other Phanteks cases. The looks are on point with many different color options, as well as having a PSU shroud to hide all our ugly cable management. Now the power supply is one of the only components in a PC build that can break everything. This is why I would spend $400 on a Corsair AX1500i. It can pull 1500 watts from your wall, which might seem overkill, but the i9-7900X has been proven to use a lot of power. Aside from that, the PSU is fully modular and brings an 80+ titanium certification to the table. As for extra case fans, I have chosen 5 Corsair Magnetic Levitation Pro fans. One 120mm fan would provide the case with rear exhaust, two 140mm would provide top exhaust, and 2 more 140mm would provide a front intake, replacing the stock fans the Corsair H115i comes with, maxing out the case's airflow and resulting in better temps. Finally, onto a few extras I would add just to make things look nicer and be easier to control. First of all, every cable in this PC would be custom sleeved by Cable Mods. Although they are super expensive, they look amazing and are made of high quality braiding. I also added an Elgato HD60 Pro for $180, so I would be able to record and stream at steady FPS while not receiving lower performance. Finally, I added the Corsair Commander Pro for $70 to plug in all of our fans, CPU cooler, and power supply. This syncs up everything through Corsair Link software, so I don't need to install so many different drivers to control the system. I hope you all enjoyed my overkill build. Once again, I'd like to remind everyone that if they have any questions, feel free to join my Discord server. The link is down below. If you enjoyed, comment, like, and consider subscribing. This is King Christo signing off, and peace out.